I'm so glad you can join me once again here in Scotland for an amazing hike. My name is Paul McIntyre and I am a complete loser. I'm a failure. I'm a quitter. And we're going to talk about that today. You and I are going to take some time and we're going to walk through this amazing part of Scotland. And now if you can hear that, I'm not sure if you can, but there are ominous thunder clouds above and there is a thunderstorm on its way in. So I'm going to head into this little place. Oh, I can feel it coming. I'm going to head in here to try and find some shelter and we're going to have a chat. Because here with me, Paul, the tartan hiker, it's about taking time. You're my friend, I'm yours. We're just going to chill. We're just going to have a chat. Just going to relax. But this rain's really ready to start coming down. And it's really nice. It's really nice of the Scottish weather to start opening up as soon as I turn the camera on. It's a heat wave here in Scotland. It's been 28 degrees. It's been too hot for me to go out. And the second I go out, it starts raining. But here it comes. So come on, we've got to go and find some shelter. But look, if you're new to my content, there's no cuts, there's no edits, there's no fancy business. It's just you and me chatting, enjoying Scotland, and trying to find some shelter for this oncoming storm. I can see a thing up there I'm going to use to cover my head. Oh, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. I don't know what that is. But we're going to go in here. Wait a minute. Going to go under this rock to get some, to get dry. I don't know what that is up there, a table or something. Can you see it? Just up there, but anyway. Now let me put you down as I get set up. Oh, it's coming. It's really coming. You're covered. Come in with me. Ah, shite. Oh. Right. Oh. Brilliant. Oh. It's also a bit scary because if this falls, I'm done. But why would it? I'm going to use this thing to keep me a bit extra dry. Oh. I just about made it. Look at that out there. Absolutely pishing. And I do have all of the waterproofs a man will need. Oh, but here we are under a rock and I'll send you out to see what it looks like. Hidden under this big rock. And oh my goodness, if this fell down, I'm actually feeling a bit spooked out about it, but yeah. So, I know this is a bit of a rough start, but let me tell you something. You get nothing but the truth and honesty with a tartan hiker. And again, if you don't know who that is, that's me, the tartan hiker, Paul McIntyre. Oh, and I'm going to come up a wee bit further if I can, because I'm just getting wet. There we are. I'll try and clean the lens. But oft, that was lucky. You know, I could hear the thunder coming on. Oh, I can't reach these handkerchiefs. Oh, I get soaked. And I was lucky to find this thing. It's got BB gun holes on it, so people have been using it for shooting practice up here. Let me like that screen. Maybe made it worse, I don't know. But I'll get my phone light on so I can light myself a wee bit more. There we go. Maybe that's a bit better. And there's... Oh, that's fair enough. Oh, it's cool in here, man. Oh, you... John. I'm trying to not swear. I'll just hold it. Yeah. But now this is getting wet. Oh well. How about under there? Is that spooky? Ah, there, that's good. Like a proper cameraman. What, aye? Did you hear that? Did you hear that thunder? Oh, I really hope that came through. See, that's what happens when it's been so hot. It's been so humid, so hot here in Scotland. I live on the west coast of Scotland. I'm from Glasgow, and where we are now is in Carbeth, which is pretty near Glasgow. It's like a 25-minute drive. I wanted to come out and talk to you the past couple of days, but it's been far too hot. And there's no point hiking when it's super hot. It's no point, man. It's just miserable. I am absolutely freaking out about this enormous rock that's above me. Obviously, if it were to fall, it's curtains. But I'm a loser, as I said, and that's what I wanted to come out and talk to you about today. Because I suffer a lot, or have suffered a lot throughout the years with my mental health and with who I am. And perhaps if you're here with me, you have the same as well. Thunder. I hope there's no lightning. Actually, I'm going to put my hiking poles away when I go back out hiking, in case they get struck down. I so hope you can hear that thunder. This is incredibly uncomfortable, but it's better than being soaked. I could actually just put my waterproofs on and go for it, but it's fun to chat to you in these circumstances. And like I say, with the real live nature of what I do, of filming with no cuts. When I start a camera, that's just it. Whatever it is, and I started, as you saw, I started the camera just before this happened. This was a place where when I used to come here, when I was younger, learning about how to hike, learning about like the ins and outs of it. I felt like a loser then. And you think this is silly, and you know it absolutely is. But because I thought I had to be way up in the Highlands and in the Munros, which are mountains which are over 3,000 feet tall. And I thought me being here, just a short drive from Glasgow, was lesser. And I couldn't even let myself fully enjoy it. Because I always had one eye, if you like, I don't know what the right word is, but on what other people done. I always just wanted to go right to I wanted to skip steps and get right to the point where I was like a seasoned veteran and I was doing all these crazy things which I deem crazy, hikes and mountaineering exploits, but thunder. But I didn't realise that was the fun. And when I look back now, when I look back at all those years, there's like first 5 years, say, where I was annoyed that, you know, I didn't know things. I didn't know navigation. I didn't know what gear. I didn't know how to find my way around. And And I look back now, and those were the greatest years of my outdoors life. And I guess I couldn't have known because I was young and dumb, and it's just, I guess it's a rite of passage when you're young. You just think, man, I need to level up. You know, I endlessly need to level up. It's getting wild out there, man. Can you imagine if I never found this wee hole? Dang. But then you get older, and the key to growing older gracefully, and I don't mean getting old like, well, being an old man, I just mean as the years pass, I realise the key is wee sec. The rain now, which I really hope you can see. Let me just move you a little bit just to see if you can see it. It is about, it's raining about as heavy as it can rain in Scotland. But the good thing about this rain is we don't have the climate to sustain it. So it doesn't really last very long at this strength, if you like. This will be done soon. We won't be in here forever. But if we are, does it matter? We're a couple of friends chatting, hiding under a big rock, which is making me terrified and is making my insides churn. Right, I'm not even going to think about it because I just imagine myself flattened, okay? Right, but of growing older, it's just realising that you don't always have to level up. It's just nonsense. You can get, and I realise this, you can get to a certain level and just stay there. You can move laterally. Sideways for all the numbskulls out there. I love saying the word laterally. It makes me feel all superior and fantastic. Which I'm not, because I failed school. I got it. Wow, the thunder, man. But yeah, I failed school. I got kicked out of school. I failed all my classes because I couldn't do it. Man, if it wasn't a creative class, I couldn't do it. But you realise as you get older, hopefully, if you grow old properly, right, protecting my leg here from getting soaked. Thank goodness for this. Be bored. But you hopefully realise that it's not about levelling up, it's not about always improving yourself. What's that thing? Constant and never ending improvement or something. Whoa. Lightning. And holy. Woo! The storm is right above us now, man. Wowza kabalza. King Bowser! Can I get you closer? Can I get you closer to me? Why would you want to be closer to me? Right, I don't think I can. I'll just leave you where you were. I'll leave you where you were, there you go. Just you and me chilling under a big rock. And I'm a little bit scared under here, not just the rock above me, but the very real threat of lightning above. I'm near, there are big, I don't know if you can see the cables out there, but there are big electricity pylons that go through this area, which join the lowlands and the highlands. It takes electricity between them. So there are those magnetic attractions, and there are my hiking poles and my watch, my phone, whatever I have that's electric, and me. I mean, and the camera. I don't know what lightning would go for, but talking about being a quitter, if this thunderstorm keeps up, which it won't, but if it was to keep up for a long time, I would consider quitting. That was because the big eruption you just heard, that's because the storm, it's right above me now. Just passing beyond. But levelling up, constant and never-ending improvement. Yes, to a point, you always want to be, well, you get to a point where the improvement is, you get to a point where you're happy with where you are, maybe fitness, health, whatever, and you just want to maintain it. Because you can't always improve. And that was the key to my sadness and my depression throughout my 20s and a lot of my 30s. It's getting to a point where, like, I thought a point where a year or 2 or 3 before it, I would have been like just so happy and excited to have been where I am now. But then I get to that point and I'm like, oh man, is this it? Now I need the other thing and the other thing, and where does it end? And that's where I find quitting, being a serial quitter, really helps. Because it's no you just being a loser. I think not quitting when you want to is being a loser. And again, there's a level to it. Sometimes you need to push through and should push through. But if you keep going when you don't want to and don't have to, then, you know, that's something I've done a lot. You get to the point, like, what's the point? Like, who are you doing it for? Social media is really bad for that, of course, you know, because you think you have to keep up appearances. I thought that for so long too. I didn't really start becoming so happy in life until I started quitting so many things, and like the wind direction's changed and I'm getting a bit wetter here. God damn it. I'm too scared to move further into this rock, to this cave. The storm was by us now. I could put on my waterproofs and just go. But I'll give it a wee minute. Plus if I go, the camera will just get annihilated. So I'll give it a bit. I'm going to take my bag off because that will give me more room to move. And my ass is sitting right in a rock, right in a stabby sharp rock. Oh, that's better. Give me my cover. And you know what? If this rock was to follow me, and that was the end of me, well, that's kind of cool, isn't it? This reminds me of some of my happiest memories as a kid. Shit, my bag's getting soaked. Oh, I'm in such agony here, man. Ugh. Some of my best memories as a kid just involve being like indoors when it was like this outside. And you get it, you know, it makes you feel warm and safe, because you are warm and safe. This is cool. Oh, the man's in agony. There's so many sharp rocks up my ass. When it comes to going outside, there's also like I said, the danger of being hit by lightning, which is another fear. I want to keep kind of to the edge of this wee cave so I can jump out if I hear any rumblings. What if this got hit by lightning and fell? Oh man. But the main thing I was talking about today anyway was failure and quitting, and how doing these two things were what changed my life. Just going in the wrong direction for so many years. And like I said, when you keep going for something that maybe you're just arbitrarily holding on to, you know, you don't really want it. You just think you should. Like one thing I've recently quit, which has made me really happy, is time goals for my running. I always obsessed over trying to get certain run times, trying to beat old times I used to have, and you know what, it brought nothing but sadness and feeling like a loser and feeling like less of. And when you do set these goals, like I had a goal that by the Edinburgh Marathon next year, I just ran the Edinburgh Marathon a month ago, and I thought, okay, by this one next year, I want to run it in this pace. You know, I'm not going to talk about the times because who cares? But like, and I planned my whole year out based on it, and I felt like a loser because, you know, I can only run this fast, and I want to run that fast, but my entire year will be towards this, and I'll do other races which aren't real races, they're just getting ready for the Edinburgh Marathon next year to get this time. And you know what, I realised that when you set such lofty, far away, long-term goals, they don't please you. You're making an agreement to be sad until you achieve them. And I guarantee if I got that time, then I'd just be like, oh, you know, I can push it, I think I can do better, I think so, forget it. I said to myself, you know what, I'm just going to run each race as it comes. And it's not a race because I'm not going to win. I'm just going to enjoy each marathon and just take my time as much as I want and just drink it in, because there's you see people at these marathons, or just folk I hear talking in the run space, who they just seem like they hate it. They seem like they're having no fun. Because like I say, they've agreed to not be happy until a certain goal is met. And if you can tell, as predicted, the worst of the rain has passed. Now, will it completely stop? That's the question. Because this kind of rain can be sustained for quite some time in Scotland. 4 million years. Oh, let's go and have a look. Let's go and see the damage. Ooh, right. So, here's the wee cave we've been hiding under. Let me give you a longer view. And it was a really fortunate thing to find. Now, like I say, the question is, do we head off now to our planned destination in this rain? How wet have you got so far? Not too wet. Does need a wee dry. Do you mind if you get wet? I don't think you do. So I think we'll give it a few minutes and then we'll get going. But that was great, or as we say in Scotland, that was rare. That was rare means, yeah, just that was great. Doesn't happen that often, that was rare. And rain is great. I've always loved the rain. Oh. I can't get the off, there we go. Right. If you saw my last video, this one, we went to Irish Law Mountain to see an air crash site. I really hope you've seen that one, and if you don't, I would really recommend you go see it. It was the one before this. So film them all in sequence, and you'll see that in the last one I had a big beard, which I got rid of because I didn't like how I felt with it, you know. I didn't feel handsome. It's the honest truth. I didn't feel like I looked good. It covered me up. It was before I had this moustache. And I had the big beard for a few months, but before that I had an enormous moustache and it dominated my face, and I got rid of that and then just grew back a big beard which owned my face. I'm going to get ready to go. We are going to get ready to go. And I'm sure you don't mind if there's a bit of rain in the camera. Because it's real, isn't it? I'll try and wipe it now and again. Getting the old poncho out. You don't need a fancy waterproof jacket, a poncho's fine. I don't... Oh. Oh. That thunder actually was coming from that way, and that way is where the weather comes from. So I'm just currently not sure about heading out. Anyway, I'll get prepared as if I am. We'll go on a wee recce. We might end up back here. And one thing about my content is I ramble. I talk shite. I go off piste what we were talking about and forget what we were talking about, but that's because we're pals and that's what pals do. I just had enough of YouTubers acting, being someone they're not, and everything's so edited and written, and I thought it's time to go back to to the way YouTube used to be, man. Just a creator and a viewer connecting. You'll never see me selling shite. Apart from my book, Found Outside, How to Create a Life of Adventure. Amazon bestseller, mate. Oh. Hey, it's looking positive. The rain's really calming down now. Looking good. What have I got in my pocket? No, this is a wrapper from the last video when I had my roll. Right, stop talking pish, Paul. I'm going to move you so you can see me get ready. Oof. The rain's still coming down. I'll show you our surroundings in a minute. Just didn't really get a chance because of that immediate thunderstorm which hit. Holy wow. Alright. How does this work? Never actually used this one before. Oh, it's pishing again. We're going to have to go inside again. Oh, goodness. I'll try and protect you in there so you can get a different view. Oh, there, that's dry. Oh, where are you going? Right, we're stuck here again. Oh, my bag! Oh, you arse! Goodness! Right, we're trapped. We're officially trapped in here. Can you see me alright? Come here. Right. Oh goodness. Ah, get this. It's just the way it is, isn't it? Do I dare post a video of me sitting down for an hour? Aye, you're damn right I do. In situations like this in the past, you know, talking about failure. Actually, I'll take my wee mic out, give me a sec. Brilliant. Right, here's the mic. Lost it. There we go. It's a wee magnet that holds it on. So, there we go. Right, you can hear me okay? Good. At times it would be times like this in the past. Wait a minute. It's too dark. I need that phone light. Right. There we go. I'm lit. Hi. You're talking about failure again. I mean, there was so many times in the past when I would fall for this rhetoric of you never quit. No matter what happens, you never quit. Never fail. Shut up. In the past I would be I'd be like, I must go on. I don't care if I get soaked to the skin, I must go on. And again, there's a time and a place for that, aye. But maturity is realising when you don't have to. I mean, when I used to do things like that, still lots of thunder, it's a big storm. Although I foresee it ending soon. But aye, when I used to be like this whole never quit dude, when I was like this crazy ultramarathon running, mountaineering, giga hiking, you know, cycling across entire countries, dude. I was like performing to an audience of no one. I recorded so much of it because I wanted to be a YouTuber, but I never put it up. I never thought it was good enough. I should have, but that performing to no one, for no one, is so silly. And it's really just a mark of success when you can just be content with knowing, you know what, it's time to go home, or it's time to stop that thing I'm doing because it's not working. I predict this rain will stop soon. I can hear the birds chirping, which is a good sign. Starting to lighten up. There's just a more calm feeling. It's kind of a feeling, you know, when you've been out in this so much, so used to it all, you get like you can literally feel the weather. You can feel it coming. Of course you can see it if you know what to look for as well. Like you can taste it. Like I could taste the storm coming as I was coming here. Like, storm. I just feel so content here, man. And just in general. Especially here, you know, when you just feel safe, just being under here. Again, as I say, I still do feel a bit scared being under this rock and the threat of lightning, but it's that when you're taken back to a childlike state, man, it just makes you feel. Just makes you feel. Wow, it's the way it's over. It should be about over the city of Glasgow now, wreaking havoc on all the people who were dressed for the earlier 26 degrees sunshine. But I've done my time here, we've done our time. It's time to get going. Right. So, I get set up. Oh, wait. We'll get us set up to go. Whilst, of course, making it incredibly entertaining for the dozens watching at home. Oh, wow. By the way, I'm a big believer in making noise as you get up. I don't like wasting an opportunity for a wee vocal outburst. Like, how does this work? That was the thing as well. I thought I needed so much gear when I got into this business. I thought I was such a loser because I didn't have it. I didn't have the money to get it. I was like working as a maybe I worked as a guitarist. And the business for that dried up sometimes, so I had to go work in a bar. So I didn't have much money to buy all this gear. I didn't know I could just buy a 20 quid poncho. No, I thought you needed the fancy stuff. I thought I needed to be like the guys I saw on YouTube, or maybe not YouTube, but I was a bit before that, but like the books I read. I thought I had to be like them, man, and have all the fancy gear. I'm putting this on and it's just about to stop rain. Again, as predicted. Oh. And my mic was in there. I hope you can still hear me okay. But we're ready to move on and talk about failure. Talk about whatever comes to me. Right, these hiking poles. I'm going to put them away because if there's lightning about, I don't want to get hit. I don't want to give it an excuse. These are extra long ones because I'm really tall. I'm 6'1", got really long legs, so I have to get the super long ones so they don't really fold down very well. So yeah, last week when we were on that hike and to the plane wreck, again I hope you've seen that video, make sure you check it out. It was the one before this. Did I take this off? Aye, I'm taking it off. Let me get you closer. I'll come to you. No, there's no light there. You have to think of these things, man. Right. Like, you're kind of sideways, but whatever, do it. Right. Oh. I made that video last week about the plane wreck, and I was feeling really down, you know. I hadn't felt down in a long time. I've done a crap job of keeping my hiking poles hidden. And I started making a video. And just speaking to you made me feel great, man. And it makes me realise just how important it is to just get it out and spend time talking and getting outside. No, these hiking poles are touching my head like that, so I'm just going to risk it. No, it's really annoying when people say risk it for a biscuit. Shut up. Doesn't even mean anything, it's just because risk it rhymes with biscuit. Shut up. Right. Oh, that was a 45-minute detour. And I had to get the intro in so fast because, like I say, I could tell it was coming. Oh, yep. Right, here we are, we're in this wee quarry here. I'm going to try and get out of here without breaking my life. Oh! Scottish man dies on camera. A young Scottish hiker was today found dead in Kerbeth after falling on his arse fatally. Right. Okay, right, what was I saying? What was I saying before we were waylaid with that deadly thunderstorm? The feeling after a storm, and oh my goodness, the birdies and the beasts are going to love it. Because, like I say, it's been a heatwave for quite a while here. Well, quite a while. Like a few days, which is quite a while to have unstoppable sunshine in Scotland. That was like 28 degrees and such. Right, I'm gonna need to tie my shoes. I'll sit you down somewhere. Wait a minute. There's an airplane above, ruining my solitude. Because Glasgow Airport is over that way. Right. So hello, welcome again. Back where we started after a wee 45-minute detour. And I am going to tie my boots, for they have come untied. I can still hear thunder, and I'm really hoping there's no another storm coming. If there is, it's fine, I'll deal with it. But I hope not. That was really fun, that was really good, I liked that. But I just want to get on, you know, and show you what I want to show you. Again, not that I'm just trying to move on, because that's not what life's about. Oh, that thing's done, let's do the next thing. Not at all. But we're an outdoor show, if you can call it a show. I'm sure you don't want to listen to me talk in a hole again for 45 minutes before I get started. Oh, the storm's wreaking havoc over in Glasgow. Oh yeah, right, there we go. There we go. Let me turn you around, get you all sorted. There. And there's a certain way I can hold it that you don't see the tripod, but you know I'm filming. It's not like some surprise. Oh my goodness! He has a tripod! Right, we're on our way. And it was initially my plan to take you over the top of the quarry. But since we had that big deluge, good word, it's too dangerous. And I don't want to die. Oh, the feeling after a storm. The feeling after a storm. And like I was talking about in there, younger me would have wanted to continue on. Must keep going. Must be like Bear Grylls. Shut up, boy. Must be like you, man. You must just be yourself. Find who and what that is. Right. And I really hope you've got a decent angle of me. Lord knows there aren't many. I done a live stream once up in that cliff when I used to do short form content on YouTube, on TikTok should I say. And here's one of the electricity pylons I was telling you about. To bring electricity to the Highlands. Don't say Highlands here, we say Highlands. And Lowlands, it's actually pronounced Lowlands, but no one says that. We say Highlands and Lowlands. I like saying Lowlands. But our chat for the day was about failure and quitting. You know, our chat being just the kind of general theme of things that I wanted to share with you. Yeah, I always thought I was a loser for just doing the easiest. But what someone, the invisible they, decided was easy. And there's this thing as well, like, oh yeah, that's easy, and so what if it's easy? Aye, there's such this, what's the word, perception that if something's easy then it's not worth doing. It must be hard. Things that are easy to do aren't worth doing. What? And this, you got to pay your dues. You got to pay your dues. Why? I mean, I get it, that's how you learn from doing things, but I mean, life isn't about paying as many dues as you can. It's about, by the way, I'm saying dues like D-U-E-S, not the other thing. It's about getting through life but by paying as little dues as possible. It's just a really old-fashioned mentality that us millennials or Gen Z or whatever, or Gen X, the younger Gen X, have to go through some never-ending crises in order to have something good, which I get, because that's, you know, the boomers, the older Gen X, you know, and the younger Gen X, to an extent too, they'd have it harder. They had brutal parents, a lot of times, not always, of course, but a lot of things in a lot of respects were harder. But no, man, I don't buy that. Okay, you know, I lathered myself in sunscreen before this as well. So here, with the Tartan Hiker, if you're watching me for the first time, what have you to expect? Well, we're growing together, really. This is it, the fifth video of this version of me, of this version of the Tartan Hiker. Since I quit making short form, for which I was pretty successful at, to just do this. And so we're growing together, if that's alright. Still figuring out what this is, how to best present this to ye. But the destination today is, well, it was to go to the top of a wee hill which has one of the best views in Scotland. But I don't know if we'll get the views now because of, you know, the storm. Because when a storm passes through with a lot of water, it can create a lot of mist. So we may have missed our opportunity to see it. You can see all the mist over there. That's the Campsie Hills. Dumgoyne, the wee head of it, just been engulfed there. It looks like a sleeping giant. And I was told the first time I ever, the clouds are just about to pass and it's in the tip of this. I'll let these clouds clear before I tell you. Right, you see now, as the clouds clear from the Dumgoyne, the little head, it looks like a sarcophagus. It looks like a person lying down. And the first time I ever found out about it was because I lived not far from it. Didn't know anything about mountains or hiking or anything. I lived in a place called Milton, Scaraway Street in Milton. Very, very poor area. The poorest in Europe at the time apparently, but anyway, my Uncle John, who lived there with me, not with me, but who lived there also, told me it was called the Sleeping Giant. And he said if I mess around, the sleeping giant will wake up and come and get me. Terrified me. I'd look over at it, because you can see it from most of Glasgow. Well, not most, a lot of Glasgow. And I'd look over at it and it would scare the bejesus out of me, man. It's a good wee hill, Dumgoyne. Not Duncombe, not to be confused with that. Which we have been up, if you remember. We went up it. How did I get myself in the far end of the screen here? Oh, for goodness sake, you can see it here. This one where we went up Duncombe. It's actually the first video. The first video of these new set of videos. But we're talking about me being a loser and quitting. And the reason I thought that's what I want to talk to you about this week, or this video rather, because I was in the gym and unfortunately I'd forgotten my phone to listen to music, and there was this song on and it said in it, it was like this motivating song, and it said, it was like taking clips from a movie, and it said the rule is never fail. And that just got me to really thinking, like, what a stupid fudging rule. Oh, and that's my rule, never fail. Like that's like, oh really? Oh, because I wanted to fail. And it's just, if that's your rule, to never fail, well, congratulations, you failed already. Because failure in life is just inevitable. Give me a sec to get my breath back. I'm honestly not that unfit, it's just talking to the camera and climbing at the same time is quite the feat of endurance. You're not boring me, I was up at like 5:20 this morning because of the humidity. Couldn't sleep beyond that. But it got me to thinking about, can you imagine if your rule is to not quit, to never fail? So dumb. And this thing of it's often said as well, like you're setting yourself up for failure. I would do that a lot in life, but I realise when I set myself up for failure, it's because I didn't really want to do the thing in the first place. It's like I'm subconsciously setting myself up to fail because I don't want it, you know. So ask yourself, do you do that as well? And you're like, Then afterwards you might be like, oh, I knew I wasn't going to do that. It's because you're what I like to call a human being. You're not infallible, you're not invincible. You're no perfect. And I make this video and talk about this subject no because I think I've got it all figured out, or I've ascended and now I know and can pass this message on. Nah, I'm still in the throes of failure, still in the throes of figuring it all out. Here it comes to life. Oh, Paul, what's your philosophy in life? It's probably, I don't know. Hell should I know? Nobody knows. No, your granny knows. If there's some sort of success in my life, like I kind of spoke about a bit earlier, under the big cave, under the big deadly boulder, it was I forgot what I was going to say. That plane above distracted me. But I was going to say, if I have any successes in life and any sort of philosophy to pass on, it's it'd be like, just for me, just be a bit kinder, no to others initially, just to yourself, man. I hated myself for so long and still do, too often. Just need to, give myself a break. You ever find if you just give yourself a break? You're trying, man. Or you're dieting and you mess up, dude, you're trying. Relationship didn't work out, you're trying, man. You're trying. And everything, you ever think of this? No matter how bad anyone has ever been treated, you, me, everything you've ever been through, you've survived. You may be a wreck, you may be a mess, but you've literally got through 100% of the shit that's happened to you. I'd have to remind myself that, man. Give yourself a break, it's alright. You're doing well. You're here. It's not even being a failure that can make you lack and fall apart in life, I find. It's the fear of being a failure makes you a failure before you've even tried. I suffer from that a lot. It's like this. I've always had this performance anxiety type thing where my brain pre-tells me that I'm going to mess it up. Probably track it back to, growing up in school, and I had clear learning difficulties, man. I mean, the doctor and the psychiatrist or psychologist, whatever, at the school that came in said I probably have ADD, they called it before ADHD, and I just couldn't do things, man, that other people could seemingly easily do. I just couldn't do it. Unless it came to something creative. Then I was just miles above the rest, but because my brain doesn't work, I was about to say doesn't work right. My brain works just fine. My brain works just fine, it's just different. Because to me it's the other people who are messed up. It's the other people who are different. I'm the normal one. Like I look around at everyone else and I'm like, are you not seeing what I'm seeing? No, they're not. But then you meet somebody who does. You meet somebody who sees the colours you see. And you're like, there's more of us out there. And you get, diagnosed autistic, ADHD, anxiety. But it means nothing. Apart from maybe a bit of a better understanding of yourself. I take that back, it doesn't mean nothing. But it helps you to understand who you are and deal with yourself and help others know how to deal with you. But it doesn't change it that you're a left-handed person trying to play a right-handed guitar, Not literally, of course, you nutter. It's a theoretical thing, I don't know words. It's the thing, I'll always guess words. My wife loves it when I do it, and my brother. I say, like, I was trying to describe, if I can't describe something, I'll just have a go. Like, one my wife loved, as I said, I was trying to describe a rug under the table, and I called it the under table. And another time I referred to a rug as a semi-carpet. And they both make sense. Like this camera, I might refer to it as the picture move catch. Some things like that, Right, so it was just, wait, there's a wee cairn up there, I don't know if you can see it, but that's going to be the first point of rest. And we're going to be overlooking an amazing loch called Loch Lucifer. Which, by the way, on Google Maps is named incorrectly as something like Loch Licket. So if anyone knows how to change Google Maps, it's called Lucifer's Loch. Lucifer's Loch because it's just near a trig point at a hill called Jesus' Thimble, or Jesus Thimble. So I guess Jesus, Lucifer. But when you're told you're different and from that early age, I was like primed for failure every time. I could absolutely thrive on my own or with people who I trusted, that I knew, who understood me. See, for like football or drawing, darts, I don't know, maths, things which involves your brain a lot. Like maths I could never understand, forget that, but I could do it in those situations. But when it came to being in front of a crowd or a competition or just, okay, show me what you can do, guitar, I mess it up so much. This comes from someone who was a professional guitarist. I messed it up so much now I would have to ask the sound engineer to just leave me alone in the room so I could record this thing. Primed for failure, man. But look, Ain't no failure in that. The beautiful Loch Lucifer. Yo, let's get a proper look. And here's a wee cairn. We'll stop off at it and have some mango. Right. Excuse me while I make some tremendously unattractive faces as I set up your tripod. I'll show you. Well, we're looking at all sorts here. You said ugly face. Right. Whew. So here we are. I know this, if you're not used to this, the camera being thrown about all over the place, you'd be like, who is this guy, man? Oh. I've not been here for, wait a minute. Try to set myself up a better chair. I've not been here for about a year and a half, or was it 2 years? No, about a year and a half. And as I get my mango set up, oh no, I forgot to bring it, didn't I? I left it in the back of the car. Oh no, say it's not so. Saying so, I'm starving, saying so. Oh, it's so. Damn. Oh, well, that's just great. That's just great. Well, looks like there's not going to be a food break. It's my mind, man, it doesn't work right. I was to and fro about coming out today because I'm just really kind of worried about making crap videos. You know, I'm kind of worried about who's going to watch these hours long videos of me talking nonsense. Of me hiding under a rock. If someone says, where have you been, hiding under a rock? Ah, you have. Right, so that's just fantastic. There's going to be no chilling and eating of dried mango. Oh well. Well, where we're going is, there's a wee hill over there. I think it's called Black Hill. Where is it? There, on the camera. It's a beautiful loch, and I just really want to show you the view from the other side of it. Just got hit by a wee wave of emotion there, I don't know why. It comes, and you're like, hello, what do you want? It's maybe just happiness, you know. But as I was saying earlier, you know, when I made the video last week, I think I actually forgot to finish this string of chats when I was making it last week, the one we went to the plane crash site. I felt really depressed before it for days, and then when I made the video, when we spent some time, I felt better. And I felt a bit crappy the past couple of days. Not like I did last time, but coming out again just feels great. Just spending some time with you and just chilling. So aye, it's all good, man. It's all good. There's Lucifer's Lock. And if anyone doesn't know what loch means, it's just what us Scots call a lake. Or what you non-Scots call a lake. Let's go. And you know, I always wonder what I'm going to talk about when I make these videos. So what am I going to talk about? What am I going to say? How can I say more than I said last time? Who wants to listen to me? I'm getting shots of emotion now. I just want to be honest with you and tell it like it is. I'm getting wee shots of emotion for some reason. I don't know why. Last time, actually what I wanted to say is last time I was here at that very cairn, I was going to say this if I made when I was having my mango, but I made a video that I really liked that got like no views, but I just loved making it, and I want to share it with you. So here's that video. And I was really saddened that I got hardly any views, because I'd done it really. It took so much work, man, so much work. But it just isn't what people want on social media. It was too long. It had no words. Videos with no words can work, but yeah, initially when I made that video, again, it was the last time I was here, I had some words on in it. I done a voiceover about missing my mum, who passed away 11 years ago, and had a picture of me with her in it, and I ended up just binning the voiceover and having it with no words. So maybe that's why I'm getting little shots of emotion just now. I don't know. It's also an emotional place, just being, you know, in this beautiful area with seeing these beautiful things. There's a bunch of birds going off their nut, gannets, I think, because I'm here. Yep. They don't like me being here. A lot of birds are having their wains just now. And they're trying to protect their nests. Oh, and by the way, where we're going, we may see the wild horses. And I use the term wild loosely because, you know, they're owned by someone who owns the land and just lets them roam about here, but not been here for a wee while, down to where they are, so we might get to see the horses. But I worry about the content because, you know, I've went all in on it. It's just what I've decided I'm doing from now on. Full time. And you know, I worry it's rubbish. It took me so long to do it because I, again, was worried it would be rubbish. And I feel like this is my last roll of the dice with a creative endeavour. Because if this doesn't work, well, it's time to quit. But you know, and I will, after giving it a good go, but yeah, I guess I'm just in that I suck phase. When you post things and they get no views or hardly any views and worked really hard on it, but you know, I'm not changing it. Yes, I'm trying to always improve. This is the 5th one of this iteration, but I'm gonna keep it going, man, because I just love spending time with you. What I worry about is what to talk about, you know, because my thread throughout the whole thing was to talk about failure and how I'm a failure. But is the audience okay with me changing and talking about whatever? But even if I'm saying that, it's what I'm going to do anyway. So if the audience isn't happy with it, then so what? Been trying to be a YouTuber for 15 plus years. This is the first time I've ever done something with no planning, no acting, no storyboarding, you know, just me being me. So if the world doesn't want the Tartan hiker Paul McIntyre being himself, then that's fine, it just wasn't meant to be. I'm coming down a path here. When I first discovered this place, I was with a friend Phil and my dog Lola. And if there are any pictures, I'll share them. But yeah, when we discovered it was zero path. I'd never seen the loch before. I didn't know where it was, and I was blown away, man. I just loved it. It was very difficult to get to where we were just now. But since there was logging roads built there which brought people here, they never used to be there. You can see the hills with no trees on them now. Used to be fully treed. I'm excited for what the future holds though of making these videos, and I really hope you come with me. I really hope these birds don't attack me. But yeah, because I've been playing it close to home by staying out in the Kilpatrick Hills. I'm going to take you all over Scotland and just see such amazing things. I'm going to basically just start my investigation of Scotland all over again and take you with me this time. I think I just need to lighten up when it comes to doing these things. Just be myself, as I am, of course, but I mean, not worry about, oh, is this interesting? Am I saying, is this okay what I'm saying? Just have to do it, you know. Look at that, what beauty. Appreciation for that beauty is, well, to be honest, something I lost until recently. But I've not really fully got back because feel I just, as someone who does it all the time, I just stopped I just took it for granted. I think, just going and going to this place, having a look, going away, going to the next place, and seeing so many beautiful things, and it kind of desensitizes you a bit if you let it. So part of us discovering this together will be just my taking a minute, and that's what I've been doing much better over the past few years. I think I was also put off during COVID because my solitude suddenly wasn't as solitudinal as I would like. All of a sudden, there were loads of people everywhere you went, even in the remotest of Scotland. And I'm absolutely not being such a snob to say it should be all for me, absolutely not. But I just missed my solitude. Like now, we've been out here for what? 86 minutes, not seen another soul. They were put off by the big thunderstorm, but not the tartan hiker. Right, let's get over this without slipping. Whee! Easy. Please do let me know if there's sort of things I could do better or that you would like to see. Please, could you do more of that? Could you do more of this kind of thing? I think, anyway, I'm not going to talk about me, it's not about this. I was talking about my failures, man. It's just cool to be able to have a way into this place that was so out of bounds before. Oh, these trees are stabby as hell. Soaked. I was thinking about having a camera on the reverse of this one so you could see I'm putting like me in the bottom corner and having just the walking forward part be the main camera so you could see what was coming up as if you were doing it yourself. Or maybe even I should just do silent hikes, although I like talking to you. But there are plenty of silent hike channels. There's one guy, Craig Adams I think it is. Beautiful visuals. I get bored with them though. I only watch a wee bit and flick forward because maybe it's because as someone who gets out in those kind of places, I don't feel that inspired by just seeing visuals. I'd rather the person talked. Right, we are on terra firma. We are very close to the hill I was talking about. And once we get up there, I will perhaps bid you see you later. There's loads of sheep on it. Sheep mostly run away, but only once has a sheep tried to get annoyed with me. But you know, of late I've really been I've really been feeling so appreciative of life, and you know, when you're going fast like I was when I was like a full-on content influencer, short form content guy, writing the book and the adventure coaching and stuff, which I used to do. Anyway, I don't have to get into all that, and I quit the social media, I quit the coaching, and I just see the breathing space you get, and I realise that it's such a privilege to have that breathing space, you know, to be able to have the honour of time. So when I always think I'm a mess in my head, even though I work at myself all the time, but I always have time, and I've always created a life where I have time to reflect, and I think there are so many people who don't have that privilege. I've just been looking around and been like, man, you know what, this is all right. This is all right. I don't know what this hill's called. It's called this. But I've not been up in quite some time. Something jaggy. Oh, okay, we have a new pass here. Now, do we dare assume that that's a new path which leads to the hill? I think we check it out. Maybe that's what I need more of on the channel, more like feet and sound. We'll hear some bike tracks and some footsteps. So could be the way. This is an area of the Kilpatrick Hills that I normally only really run up. Haven't hiked here for a long time. Will we see the horses? I'm feeling self-conscious in that, am I running out of things to say, or do I feel like I have to go back to the subject in hand of failure? My goodness, failure's something I could write a book about. It's always seen as being bad, isn't it? Like, oh my God, you failed. How many times do you end up saying, well, you know what, I'm glad that never worked out, because if it wasn't for that, I don't know what I would have done. And failing as much as I did when I was younger, and not even younger. Well, everything before now is younger, isn't it? But made me feel so vulnerable. I didn't realise it was actually a sign of strength that I just kept sidestepping these things, which ultimately weren't for me, but you know, you can't see that when you're that young. Like when I failed high school, like I said, even though I was clever, I just couldn't perform. I got put in the dumb classes. Well, I got put in them because they deemed me stupid. The teacher even called me an idiot. It's unacceptable, really. I know what's brutal is when, like me, I was at school and the sheep here, I'll get rid of them. Just let them know I'm coming. They don't seem to mind. Try to determine if they're lads or lassies. They're no moving, so I think they're used to the likes of me. Sheep usually always move. Hey dudes. What? Oh, almost stayed, hen. You almost stayed. But aye, there. Hey friend. Good people. Good people. Yeah, they must be used to people. There's I think this is a ATV course, assault course thing. You can see them going all up and down. Yes, the farmer must have a lot of fun here. Right, so here's our hill, which I don't know the name of, but it's called this. I definitely have some pictures of this, so I'll share them as time goes by. Aye. Do we go right down the steep part here? Very steep. Or do we go along there? Well, obviously we know the answer. We go down the steep part. And hopefully don't go arse over tit. Oh man, that's quite the pitch. Probably doesn't look it on tartan cam, but hey. There we are. Wasn't actually that bad. No wild horses by the looks of things. Aye, when I look back at those times as a kid, and these teachers were so mean to me. There was never any, oh, he needs extra help. It's always just, I'm an idiot, bottom of the class. And the thing they never took into account is that they were in a really poor area. A lot of parents had addiction issues. Like, yeah, we have some behaviour issues, help us, man. It was just endless punishment. And when we got over our fourth year, or over 16, when we could be kicked out, no problem, they just started expelling everyone to get them out, you know, to get rid of the people who needed extra help. The people who were almost guaranteed to, you know, be chewed up, spat about the system. The people who needed help the most, they just hated and wanted rid of. I was one of them. They expelled me halfway through fifth year. Any excuse. I remember they'd got in the library a bunch of Mac computers, and I used to do backyard wrestling, and me and a friend posted about our backyard wrestling match in the Glasgow City Council forum, and we got caught and expelled. Any excuse. I remember them saying, oh, the media could get involved in this because they posted there about coming to see our backyard wrestling match. It was any dang excuse. but it worked out for the best. Felt like failure at the time. I went and done an access course at college, got into a HND college course of business administration, which I cheated my way through because I couldn't do it, couldn't study, still can't. And still I got the diploma through cheating and through befriending lecturers who just passed me. I even went into a lecturer's office when he wasn't there and just put ticks by him, the assessments in my name. And then I went to uni where you can't cheat your way through it, to study business, and I was absolutely exposed. Couldn't study, couldn't follow lectures because they were so unbelievably boring, given by unbelievably boring old men who'd never been in business, who didn't know what they're talking about. More sheep up here. No horses though. But failure, even on a bit of an epic scale, every failure is a recalibration, man. And it cannot look like that at first, I get that. At first you can think, oh, this sucks. And you might think, oh Paul, you can't just say every single failure is a good thing. Well, it can be disappointing, it can set you back. But as I say, you have got over every single one. You have got past it. You have survived. That's have I. Oh, there are so many sheep up here. Isn't it funny? Like you think this is a human's world, you know, like, and sheep are just a part of it. But to sheep, they are the world. The world is sheep. Almost at the summit of this hill now. Oh, my voice is going. For I have been talking so much. You won't be able to see it, but there's a burnt out car down there. It's quite secluded. So I can understand that's how a car was disposed of. But here is the beautiful wee loch I was telling you about. I don't know the name of. This is the name of it. Look at the life these sheep have, man. They're going down there to drink from the loch. And all these grasses, and these are just normal sheep. It's not a special grass-fed sheep or anything. That's just sheep in Scotland. So, look at this view. This is what I wanted to show you. Isn't that wonderful? Isn't that just wonderful? Let me sit you down. Yo! There we go. The camera's shaking and all that. I do apologise, but I'm new to this. New to this format. So there's a tremendous drop down here. Wow. No horses, unfortunately. But I'm sure I have a picture of me here. If I do, here it's here. This here we have Jaw Reservoir and Cocknell Lock. Over there we have the Slacks. Have we been there? I don't know if we have. And over to the right we have Duncombe, which we've certainly been to. Be sure to check them out if you haven't already. And I'm a bit gutted. I'll take you here first. I'm a bit gutted that I don't have anything to eat because I'm really hungry. And these sheep are looking really tasty. Even though I'm vegan, I could sure eat some lamb. Right, I'll try and straighten you out. That'll have to do. Getting blown all over the place. Actually, I've not finished it. I started a challenge to walk around the circumference of every loch in the Kilpatrick Hills. I think I've got 11 so far. This one was really difficult. The back side of it is really, really harsh, really boggy, and like deep grass, babies' heads you call them, and it was horrible. It's a shame the horses aren't here for you to see. It's a bit of a shame to see the hills are away. The trees are gone, but it's fine, it's fine. Because they'll be back. I'll be back here 30 years and so will the trees. Ready to be cut down again. And now the thing is, when you walk far from where you've came, you have to walk back. And that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to walk back. Well, let me show you the fall off the edge here. It's quite significant, laddie. Or lassie. Ooh! I bet many a poor sheep went flying down that in the middle of the night. Many a poor sheep, I don't mind telling you. Well, we've had another wonderful adventure. I'm feeling a bit guilty that I've bored you. Because there's been a lot of talking and a lot of musing. As always, I've enjoyed greatly spending time with you. I've got to come away from that cliff edge before it blows my hat off in comedic fashion. Just so honoured when you spend this time here. Please do stick with me as I improve these videos, and just know that you're welcome here, and I really enjoy spending time with you. I'll see you next time. Cheerio.